In this video, I'm going to tell you how can you create job description automatically using an artificial intelligence platform like OpenAI. So all those people who have to keep writing the job description, so this particular video is going to make your life a lot easier. So let's say that you're using a spreadsheet, any spreadsheet. Here I have taken the example of a Google Sheet where you have got certain job titles, and every time a new row is added, as in a new job title is added, automatically with the help of this amazing OpenAI application, content would be generated in relation with the title, and then again the same sheet would be updated with the content, which basically means that you will have the title and automatically the job description would be next to it. Now how can you do this? For this, some integration has to be set up between the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Now here your trigger application would be Google Sheets and your action application would be first OpenAI and then again Google Sheet. How can you do this yourself, integrate and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks with which you can actually explore the entire software, and by you can do a lot of integrations. Now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm an existing user here. And here we have reached the all applications page where we are going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. I'm going to click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking me to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to create job description automatically using OpenAI. Basically using artificial intelligence, I'm going to automatically create the job description, the content. So I'm going to click on create. And here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger and another one is action. So trigger and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, and action here is do this. Basically action here is the response of what happens in our trigger application. So let's take the example of this integration. So here I have got a spreadsheet, let's say Google Sheet, and here every time a job title is added as a new row, then automatically OpenAI, which is an artificial intelligence and deployment company, it should be able to generate the description of that job title automatically. That would be my action. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets. Let's click on this, and the trigger event here would be new or updated spreadsheet row. Now here you can see that we have received a webhook URL, which is basically going to act as a bridge for connecting Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, and then we have to follow the following steps to set up this connection. So first of all, I'm going to copy this, and now I'm going to take you to the Google Sheet that I have created. So this is the sheet, the name is job description. Here I've got two column fields, one is job title, another one is job description. So now I'm going to take you to extension, and here we have to go to add-ons, then we are going to go to get add-ons. Here you can see that we have reached the Google Workspace Marketplace. Here we are going to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So here it is. And you can see that this particular application has already been installed on my system. So once you have installed it, close this window, make sure that you refresh the page, and once you have done that, we are going to go back to the extensions. Then we are going to go to Pabbly Connect webhooks. Here we are going to go to initial setup. And here you can see that it has already selected the sheet. Now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect. I'm going to copy this webhook URL, go back to the sheet and paste this over here. And here we have to enter the trigger column. So this is the last column, the final data column on which the data is added. So here we have got only two columns and the data is added in the first column itself. So I'm going to write A here, and let's click on send test. So here you can see that the test data has been sent successfully. Now I'm going to click on submit. So here the configuration of the setup has been successful. Now I'm going to close this take you back to extensions, back to Pabbly Connect. Please make sure that the send on event is checked. Why? Because every time the workflow runs, it would be able to share the response only if this has been checked. Now, once this is done, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response. And yes, here it is. This is the spreadsheet name, the ID, sheet name, sheet ID, then this is the row index. Then as I take you down, here we have got the job title, right? So we have received this information. So now my objective is that with this job title, automatically job description, the content should be extracted through an artificial intelligence deployment company which is named as OpenAI. So I'm going to choose my action application here as OpenAI. Let's click on this. The action event here would be generate content. Let's click on connect. So here you can see that Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the OpenAI account. I'm going to click on add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need the API key, and here is the hyperlink for the same. I'm going to click on this. So now I'm going to click on create new secret key, and this is the key. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save. Now as I take you down, here we have to fill in this information. Basically, we have to map this information. But before I start doing this, I'm going to take you to my OpenAI application. Now OpenAI is an amazing AI research and deployment company using which we can perform various artificial intelligence activities. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can generate the job description using artificial intelligence. Here you can see build next generation apps with OpenAI's powerful models. So now I'm going to click on login. Once we have logged in, here we have reached the dashboard of this application. You can see start with the basics. We have got certain tutorials, examples, etc. We are directly going to go to playground, and as per the name suggests, this is an extremely interesting space. Now let me show you how. So if I say that write a story about a flower. So when I say write a story about a flower, and as soon as I click on this submit, then here you can see automatically it has started generating a story, which is absolutely fantastic. So all those people there who are tired of creating content, this is a boon for you where you can actually automatically generate this content. So all the HR managers out there who are tired of writing the job description, so please use this application. This is definitely going to save a lot of time. Now, what I'm going to do is, I am going to now take you back to Pabbly Connect and see here it is asking me to select the AI model, prompt and etc. Now to understand that, again I'm going to take you to OpenAI app. I'm just going to delete this, and now I'm going to throw some light on the different features that it offers. So the first thing that we have here is the mode. So you have got complete mode, insert or edit. So you have got different modes here, and then the model. So basically it has got various models, and we usually use Text DaVinci 003. Why? Because this is the most capable model in the GPT-3 series. It can perform any task the other GPT-3 models can. So it can process up to 4,000 tokens per request, right? So I'm going to select this model. Now the temperature. What is temperature? Basically, temperature controls randomness. So basically, every time you receive a response, if you do not want it to be repetitive, then it should be towards 1. And if you want it to be repetitive, then the temperature should go towards 0. Now the maximum length. So the maximum number of tokens to generate is the maximum length. Here you can create up to 2048 tokens or 4000 between prompt and completion. The exact limit of the number of tokens varies by model to model. Now, since I want to write a job description, let's say that I want it to be 350 words. Okay. Now, once this is done, the stop sequence. So this is extremely important. The moment you put a stop sequence, then automatically the API will stop generating further tokens. Basically, it will stop writing. So I can provide a stop sequence like / and hashtag. So this is my stop sequence. So as soon as I write this, which means that stop generating tokens after this. Then comes the top P, and then we have frequency penalty. Now frequency penalty actually decreases the model's likelihood to repeat the same line verbatim, and presence penalty, it increases the model's likelihood to talk about new topics. Now the best of. So here you can provide a number from 1 to 10. So if I write 3. So basically it's going to provide 3 results, and then it is going to take the best out of 3. And that is it. Now there is one very important thing, which is prompt. So if I show you this view code, this is the prompt. Prompt is basically the instruction that we give. So if I write here, write a tagline for an ice cream shop, so this is going to be your prompt. I hope you have understood all the features. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have to select the model. So I have selected this model. Now the prompt. So what is my objective here? I want to write a job description for the title. Now what is my title? So I'm going to map this title. I'm going to go to step 1, and here this is the title. Okay. And now the maximum token, so I had selected it as 350. Now the sampling type, so we have got 2 sampling types here, nucleus sampling and temperature. Temperature means it will give you random information every time, so I'm going to select temperature sampling. Now the sampling value, so either you have to put a value or it will take the default value, which is 0.7. So I'm just going to let it blank. Now the presence penalty, so here it is saying that you can enter the value between -2 to 2. Otherwise, it is going to take the default value as 0. Here also, it is going to take the default value as 0. So I'm just going to leave this blank. And now the stop sequence. So we had put the stop sequence, which was / single hashtag. And best of, so we had opted for 3. So once we have done this, now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as soon as we do this, here we can see that we have received the reply. Basically, this is the job description, right? These are the various responsibilities. Now, once we have received this, what do I want? I want this sheet that I had created. So the information that we have just received to be updated here. So I'm again going to go back to Pabbly Connect and add another action step. This time the application is again Google Sheets. Let's click on this. Now the action event. So what would be my action event here? So the action event here would be to update a row. Let's click on this, click on connect. So here I'm going to go ahead with the existing connection. And now the spreadsheet. So what is the spreadsheet? The name of the spreadsheet is job description. And here you can see that it has already selected the sheet. Now the row index. So again, I'm going to map this information. I'm going to go to step 1, and this is the row index. Now comes the job title. So the job title, go to step 1, and here is the job title. Now the job description. Now to get this, I'm going to go to step 2, and here is the information. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here we can see that we have received the API response, which basically means that the sheet should now be updated. Let's go back to Google Sheet, and yes, here you can see that the sheet has been updated with the information. Now, isn't it going to save a lot of time? Absolutely. So this basically means that the integration process is a success, but we also need to check this in real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another title over here. Let's say it is a business analyst. Now, as soon as I have added this job title, what should happen? Automatically, a response should be generated through OpenAI, and it should be captured in this particular sheet. And yes, right in front of you, you can see that I have received a job description for business analyst. So this means that our integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application was Google Sheet, where the event was new or updated spreadsheet row. The action application was OpenAI, where the event was to generate content. Now here you can generate content for writing blogs, for writing travel blogs, for replying to different messages, for creating content which has got no limit. And finally, our action application was again Google Sheet, where the event was to update row. I hope this is very much clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box. You can also clone the same and start processing immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.